Hey guys, it's Greg here again with another video. So I got a stove door that we need to take apart and clean out again. It's a different stove door, so I'll run through this one with you guys, and you can see how to take the door off, how to clean the inside, stuff like that. So let's get right to it. Okay, so this is the door here. I've already taken off the stove. I'll show you guys how to take it off here in a sec when I flip it over, but you can see in between the panes of glass there how gross that looks. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have to take this guy apart and get in there. All right, so we'll start with these hinges. The door will be sitting pretty much like this, with that hinge facing just like that, while it's actually on the stove. But what you're gonna wanna do is, I'm just using this because, well, I don't have a stove to make it come down. So you wanna flip this little tab up, like that, and it'll catch right on this little piece here. So I know that looks funny doing it with a pair of pliers like that, but just pretend your stove is actually right here and open the door. This little clip piece will come down. You can flip it up. It's very easy to flip up. It takes nothing at all. Once you flip it up, then you can lift up. You kind of tilt the door forward, I guess, and lift it out. You'll get it. It's not tough to do. It is a little bit weighty though. It's probably, I don't know, about 10 pounds or so. So kind of be expecting that, maybe 15 pounds. But so yeah, and then you can just pull it off and put it onto, you know, a blanket or towel or something like that, and we can start ripping it apart. All right, so this is the bottom of the door. I always put it facing, well, so the glass is facing up, because when you take out these screws and the screws on top, this piece will just lift right off. So we got one screw here. There's usually a screw here, but it's actually missing on this guy, and one screw right here. Take those three off, and then there's two on the top side. I'll show you when I get these guys off, and this whole front piece will just lift right off. All right, so just like I said, there's two more screws, one at the top here and one at this corner over here, and this will just lift right off. So the glass is part of this front stainless piece, so we'll set that aside. We can clean that pretty much last. So we'll slide it down the blanket here and leave that down there. So as you can see, we have two more panes of glass through here. Yeah, two more. So to get these guys off, you want to pull out these little bolts here and these bolts here. These little tin pieces will come off. The glass will come out of there. It's hooked actually into right here. So maybe I'll show you guys a little closer view of that so you know what I'm talking about. All right, so yeah, as you can see, the glass fits right into this little tab right here and a tab on that side. The glass will come out if we take this guy off. It just feeds into that little bracket down there. But we'll take that bracket off, and then we'll take this actual bracket right here out of there too, because we want to get to the glass underneath that. Okay, so for these three bolts, they're just 1/4 inch bolts. bottom piece. And these are just 1/4 inch too. Two more screws down here for this bracket. You gotta watch at this point, this glass is pretty loose now, so we'll just take it right out of here. Can pull that piece off and can pull that bracket off there. That was really on there. I try to keep the glass when I take it out same orientation as it was in here. So I'll lay it out on my blanket here, but I'll put it back in, or I'll lay it down same way it sits in there. Now, so we got 2 screws or 2 bolts here. They look like just 1/4 inch too. I don't think, I think we could just take off this side and we could slide that glass out of there, and that'll get us to this piece. And the inner glass there, we're not gonna have to pull out or nothing like that. It can just be cleaned from right where it is. So we can pull that bracket off and just slide the glass out of there. And that's it for now. So we'll have to clean out all this stuff while we're in here. And then I'll start cleaning on this glass. And as I'm putting it back together, I'll be cleaning the glass. So I'll get most of this bigger stuff out of here with the vacuum. Okay, so I got this part all vacuumed out and cleaned out. I just used a glass cleaner on the painted parts too, and it actually came pretty good. So what I've done now is I've cleaned the one side of this glass. So to save from getting all the fingerprints and all that kind of fun stuff in there, I will slide it back into that side. Put this side bracket back on. Put that back in there. Run a couple of bolts in here. Yeah, it's incredible actually how you guys kind of got the glare off the light there, but how much better this looks inside. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, like I said, I'm just using a glass cleaner. This pane wasn't really all that dirty, just because it's kind of the in-between layer, I guess. It's the inside and the outside that really get it. All right. So now I'm just going to clean up the brackets for the next piece, and then we'll put that guy in too. Okay, so I went ahead and stuck this piece back in there because it can be in there. We can just slide the glass into it, or we put on this bottom bracket. Now the brackets actually and this piece of glass were so dirty that I had to soak them in the sink for a while just to get all the stuff off there, which is fine. You can do that. It's actually a fairly good way to clean the glass pieces anyway. The brackets too, I guess. They're you just use a little bit of dish soap and some hot water and just let them sit there for a while. And yeah, they get clean. So stick this pane back on. So this pane's already been cleaned both sides just because I had to clean it in the sink there. So it got a little more thorough cleaning than anything else, but it needed it. It was pretty gross. So we'll put these screws back in here. Sorry, I'll try to block that glare if I can with my head. Okay, one screw there, another screw there. Make sure these brackets are on, good. That glass is on, that glass is on, the bottom's cleaned. Okay, we'll just work our way up here. So the next is this piece right here. And it's actually got, it's stamped right on this, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it says up. So this is the side, you know, you have to put up, and you'll know you're in the right, I guess, spot when these 3 screw holes line up. Because yeah, it actually goes that way. See, I can see all these 3 screw holes lining up. I wasn't sure whether it went that way or this way, but this is the way it goes. So we'll put the screws into this, okay. Now, with the glass, even sitting in the sink soaking, what I had to use was actually a scraper. So just a razor blade. And that takes all the bigger stuff off quite well. So you can use something like that. It doesn't scratch the glass or anything like that. So it's very handy instead of sitting there trying to scrape it with a rag or some kind of pad. All right, those are on. Okay, so we need one more screw right there. Okay, now I'm going to grab that the outermost piece of glass, and we'll throw that on. But I got to clean the inside of the glass first before we put that on, so I'll do that and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I just placed that outer glass piece back on top of the frame for the door. So I'll put these 2 bottom screws back in. I'll see if I can find another screw for this middle here, but I'll have to get to my bolt supply tomorrow. Then we can spin this guy around. Just like that. Make sure you guys can still see what's going on. Oh yeah. Okay. Put these 2 top screws in. And that is the whole job. Actually, no, I lied. There's one more little piece. So now that we have everything back on, we can clean this glass. You can do it after you put it back on the stove or just do it now. It doesn't matter. But I wouldn't clean the stainless yet until you put it back on, because you're gonna get fingerprints and stuff all over it putting the door back on. But that is how you take apart your Kitchenaid stove door and clean it out and put it back together. All right, so that's it, guys. Besides putting the door back on and cleaning that outer glass, you are done. So if you like this video, hit the subscribe button, because I got a lot of videos on appliances now, and you know, they're fun to watch, personally, I think, anyway. Hit that like button if you like the video. That definitely helps. It lets me know at least I'm doing, you know, something you guys like. Leave a comment in the comment section if you have attempted this and how well it went, you know, any downfalls, anything. Just let me know. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a good day.